There's always going to be bad situations. There's always going to be some form of humiliation that's always going to be massive torture. Hello, everyone. Once again, this is Dare to Speak. And I'm going to be honest with you when it comes to things that have happened to me in the past, confrontations that I've been crossing paths with, and it's not good. So far, nothing really serious has happened for like about, well, that incident in a bowling alley, that thing happened. That's about it. And the time when I tried to interview these people and these attractive girls, didn't want me talking to them. Now, this is what I suspect. When I was in there in that bowling alley, and I was talking to when I first interviewed the first person, which was the supervisor or the boss of that place, manager or whatever, the manager, and I interviewed him and to talk about his experience about why a lot of beautiful girls chooses the bad boy over the nice guy, and he explained his reason why. And I guess I was kind of like, I don't know, but it went well. But then when I started to ask other people, especially from trying to get from a woman's point of view on that subject, they didn't want to talk to me. And one guy got angry saying, quit talking about sexual stuff to my girlfriend. I'm like, I'm not talking about sexual stuff. I don't want to hear it. Just stop talking about, sir, I didn't talk about no fucking sexual stuff. What's wrong with you? And I never did. Now, the thing that pisses me off, like my last video that I just finished doing about, I'm sick and tired of people judging me for how I look. If it was somebody else, who was much better looking and skinny and like had that ideal look, that very type of good looking, charming type of person or whatever like that, or to come in and say, hey, I have a YouTube channel and I want to talk about the subject about why a lot of beautiful girls choose the bad boy over the nice guy and stuff like that. And they just see that these beautiful girls actually like the fact that how he looks. Let's just say that they find him very attractive and very charismatic. They would not even hesitate to talk to him and answer all his questions for his YouTube channel. But somebody who is the exact opposite, they don't want to fucking know you. They don't even want to fucking acknowledge you, to talk to you. I mean, I can understand if I said something that was inappropriate or if I acted stupid, and then that's understandable. But just because of the way I look, I don't fit that ideal type of person. It kind of reminds me of the time when, before I gained weight, when I was skinny, when I was about 16 years old, when I was very good in Taekwondo. I already had a background in a little bit of karate and a lot in Kung Fu. And you people saw my early pictures of me growing up. There was a lot of these fucking people that I don't not necessarily just regular thugs, because that's something that's understandable. But whenever I came across someone, especially if I was talking to a girl, and I told her, yeah, I practiced a little bit of kung fu taekwondo, and I was able to do the Chinese splits, and I was able to kick very high and hold a side kick, a very high side kick, for about 25 to 30 seconds, just holding it in position, without my legs shaking, and then after that it will start to shake. But I was able to hold it, and I was just showing off a little bit, kind of like that. But whenever someone sees me who's also a martial artist, and at that time there was no UFC back then. This was the 1980s, the late 80s. This was about 1988 and 1989, around that time. They would look at me and size me up. Says, well, yeah, I practiced kickboxing and I did this and that. And the way they would come at me is like, dude, you ain't shit. I'll kick your ass. You ain't no martial artist. And I told them, well, I do this, I do that. Yeah, but can you fight in the fucking street? Like a real fucking man, can you do that? And I'm like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you? Even though he never exactly said it like that, but his words were kind of a little bit hostile. Like he was testing me to see, just because he wanted to impress that beautiful girl that I was talking to. And this happened a lot in high school. And also sometimes at a certain place where I go work out, the United Community Center, there was a lot of that shit going on too. Every now and then, not very often, but every now and then. It's like, if you don't fit the ideal, like, you're not a martial artist because you don't have that look of a tough guy. And because I don't have a look of a tough guy, I can't call myself a martial artist. And just because I don't have a look of a tough guy, I don't deserve to talk to beautiful girls. Fuck you. That was the attitude that I had. And now this, I think this is a good analogy. I think, in my honest opinion. And now in this case, just because I'm fat, and I don't have that ideal look, that ideal look of a charismatic alpha male type of image or whatever like that, I don't deserve to talk to beautiful girls just to ask them a question about something. I even saw some videos on pranks when people do pranks on whatever. Like if I were to like goof around and come up or even if I were to approach beautiful girls to interview them, to ask them a few questions about what is it do you see in a guy that you're interested in. What is the first thing do you notice? Do you expect to see in a guy? I saw a video like that when this one guy was approaching these beautiful girls, and they were answering these questions. I'll bet you anything, if I were to do the same thing, innocent questions. What is it do you look for in a guy that you're interested in? and they'll look at me and this is, no, it's okay. And they'll feel uncomfortable and walk away just because of the way I look. The message that I'm getting is, because I haven't tried it yet, but I know it would happen. But I'm still going to, because it happened kind of once when I was at a shopping mall and I was approaching certain people to ask them questions about something else that was not related to that. And some of the people that I approached and interviewed, some of them didn't want to be on camera, so it really didn't want to. So it didn't go very well. Well, that's wasted effort right there. And some of the people were beautiful girls, early 20s. They're legal, that kind of thing. And there was a couple of girls that were like maybe 25, 26 years old, around there. I forgot what the subject was about, but it was something important about what do they feel about this. What do you feel about that? And something having to do with what's some kind of a thing that's whatever the issue was about. And they didn't want to even bother to talk to me. And they gave me and the vibe that I got from them was, you're fat and ugly. I don't. You're creeping me out. Stay away from me. That was the vibe that I was getting from them. And I don't know. I mean, there was also a couple, like one only that was very that was very beautiful. And of course, she was working at this one station, this one place in the mall, and she actually approached me because she was trying to sell something, a product. And I told her what I was doing, and I told her I have a YouTube channel. And she said, "Oh, that's nice. Well, can I interest you in this and that?" And then she approached me and says, and then she even came up with a joke, which I thought was funny. And we started talking, and then as soon as it was over, and I told her, "That's okay. I'm not interested in those kind of things. That's fine. I don't care for special lotions or colognes or whatever she was selling, or that kind of thing." And she says, "Oh, okay." And then I tried to make small talk about about my channel and what I'm doing, and then she didn't give a fuck to even talk to me about it. And I got the same vibe from her. And I asked her if do you mind talking saying a few words about what you feel about this. It's from my YouTube channel. I don't want to. It'll just be about a minute, and this and that. And she says, "No, that's okay." And then she started stepping away, and it's not because of the COVID thing. Even that's one excuse she might use. And she did have on her COVID mask. And even with me having it on and stuff like that during that time, it was okay for her to come close and approach me to sell her fucking bullshit products. But when it was my turn to ask her about, can I ask you a few questions about how you feel about this? It's for my YouTube channel. She steps back and she says, "No, that's okay. And have a nice day. Bye." Turn around. Didn't give a fuck. What the fuck's wrong with people nowadays? What the hell? And I did only manage to talk to one girl. She about her art. I put it on YouTube already. She was average looking. She wasn't gorgeous, but she wasn't ugly either. And she was a very sweet girl. And she was an amazing artist. She was painting all on the walls, different designs, and things like that. And I said, "Do you mind if I do an interview with you about your paintings? You know, it'll be good for interesting for my YouTube channel." And I says, "Oh, yeah, okay, but I don't know. I look kind of no. You look fine. You look you know it's okay. You look fine. Trust me, you look fine." And she starts to laugh a little bit and says, "Okay, I'm kind of nervous. I never been on camera before for YouTube." And says, "Don't worry, you look fine. You look beautiful. Okay." And for those of you who want to know what I'm talking about, just look it up. I forgot the title of it though, but she was an amazing artist. And I asked her how long you've been doing this, and asked her for her name. You know, maybe she could get some recognition. I haven't checked lately to see how much of how many views I got from that though, but I saw two other paintings that she did already weeks earlier, which was really nice. Multi-dimensional type of the way she whatever the way she does her art. She didn't mind talking to me. She was average looking. But why is it for most of the fucking time, any girl that's very gorgeous or very beautiful looking doesn't even give a flying fuck to even talk to me? And then if I try to ask her something, or try to make small talk, and just like any normal thing, nothing inappropriate, I come off as creepy. And one person was saying, "Well, it's the way you approached her. It's the way." It says, "No, I bet you it's because of the way I look." It's no, that's nothing to do with the way you look. And in my mind, I was like saying bullshit. It is because of that. Just admit that you're shallow. That's all. Just admit that you're stereotyping or whatever. You know, a middle-aged man who's asking questions about something. An average-looking girl didn't mind me talking to her. She was in her late 20s, and she didn't mind me talking to her. I didn't make her feel uncomfortable. So what's the difference? What's the difference? You're fucking hypocrites. That's basically what it is. I don't know, I mean, but you know, again, I'm still struggling to lose weight. I'm still trying to go through a lot of bullshit. I am making progress. It's very slow, and it's not easy, but at least it's something. And now with the winter coming, you know, I can't really go out and do some kind of walking. There's no snows, but it's still very cold outside. But I'm not gonna get discouraged. I'm still gonna move on and try to do something, because I can't afford to be like this for the rest of my life. I just can't bear it. Fuck that. And I will make progress. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Questions or comments, you know what to do. And this is Dare to Speak. And to all of you, take care.